Welcome back, friends, and thank you for joining us for Art of Family. We are doing another project today. As always, my son Gavin is joining me, my awesome co-partner here in our adventures on YouTube with Art of Family and with Breathtaking Baking. Today we're going to be doing what's called stippling, and that is art using dots, okay? So we're going to show you 3 different ways to do stippling today, okay? So instead of coloring in the entire surface of your art project, you're going to use dots to create patterns, okay? So there's 3 different ways we can do this. Today, Gavin and I are going to be using rocks, so we're using flat river rocks, okay? And if you look on the other side, you can see that we've already done patterns on there. Okay, so we're going to actually do the other side of those rocks today. Now you can use paint or you can do markers, permanent markers. Either way is fine. You can use a paintbrush, but we're going to actually use wooden skewers today that we found in our kitchen. And basically you're going to dip those skewers into the paint and then onto the rock. So I'm using yellow, orange, and red. So you're going to dip in and dot your rock. Okay?
Tiny dots.
All
Don't
right.
want to make them too big to splot them all together.
Now, while we're doing our Art of Family YouTube video today, we're also doing our Zoom room. Say hello to the cool kids.
What's up, Zoom room?
All right. So they're doing the project along with us. We're doing an Art of Family Zoom room every day from 9 until 2 for kids that are home this summer. And we've been doing workouts, we've been playing games, brain games. We do just anything we can do that's fun. So that's been pretty awesome. Now, if you're sitting there right now and you don't have rocks, a couple things you can do. Get a piece of art paper and draw your own picture, and then dot your picture. Okay, you can outline it with one color and then use dots to color in your picture. I've actually I did a painting before where I did the whole painting and then I went back and I dotted in a picture of a lizard inside of the painting so that the lizard was actually hidden in the painting. You had to be up really close to be able to see it. So dot art can be really, really cool. The other thing you can do is just do a printout of a paper. If you have cardstock, that's the best, but if not, just do it on a regular piece of paper. And then with either your markers or your paint, do the inside and outline of your picture. Okay, so we're gonna get started. Our Zoom room people, our cool kids, have already started, and we'll have a conversation as we go along. So, Zoom room kids, give me a yell if you've been having a good time today. No, I want to hear you yell. Give me a yell if you've been having a good time. There we go. That's what I like to hear. I don't like hearing people having an okay time. I want to hear you having a good time.
Yeah, we need to have a good time.
We even did a little dance party earlier, and one of our favorite cool kids has inspired us. So we're gonna add those little dance parties in a couple times a day now. So. Big thank you to her. All right, so I'm just going to give you just a simple example of how we can, just using the colors and making whatever designs you can or would like to do. Take some time and plan out your colors and plan out how you want to do your picture. I don't know. How are you guys doing? Everybody doing okay in the Zoom room? Got your ideas going? Awesome.
So, by the way, I made my colors
what my design
pink,
looks like so far.
blue, and purple. So it should be interesting.
Nice. I'm not good at picking makeup colors, to be honest with you, so I'm going to go with whatever you say on that. Nice. Alright, so as you can see, when I use my skewer, I kind of brace the rock tight between my fingers, and I'm just going to go around and just dot my pattern out. Okay, so just tap it. When your paint gets a little bit light on your skewer or your paintbrush, just dip it again. Okay? If you're using markers, if one marker starts running out, that's okay. Just create a pattern with your other colors. That's okay. Just uses uses
Uses.
use as much color and creativity as you can. All right. So I got my rock off to a good start. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to markers and I'm going to work on my drawing page. I'm doing a little Star Wars Yoda thing. So again, you're going to do the same type of thing. You don't have to color the entire page in. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do an outline and dots on my picture. So it's just basic. You're just pressing down into your page, creating dots along the outline of your design. Okay. So I'm just going to work on Yoda's head and show you guys what I mean by this. But you'll get into at first you'll be kind of going slow, wanting to stay on your page, but then you're going to get into a nice rhythm. Okay. So let me tell you guys a little bit about the Art of Family Zoom room. So every day from 9 to 2, we open up the Zoom room on the Zoom app so that our friends can join us and do activities. Now normally we would do a summer camp at the Beaches Resource Center, but because the schools are closed, we're unable to do that this year. So the Art of Family Zoom room is a way for kids who aren't going to camp or staying home to have some creative projects to do for free, just using kind of like household items that they would have around already. So right now, like we do, the most popular so far has been the Lego challenge, for sure, right? Everybody loves that Lego challenge, but there's a lot of kids in the group who don't have Legos. So those kids are doing the same project, but they're doing a drawing project or an art project. So if I say, let's build a medieval castle, the people that don't have Legos are just going to draw it. And that's fine. They get to show and express their creativity, just like our kids who love the Legos. All right. So again, I'm going to show you, get a little close up there. So you see I've outlined his face in one color of dots. I'm going to switch colors now. I'm going to show you got my friends out here as well. So as you can see, I've dotted Yoda's face. Okay. So, and the other thing is I did it on top of another piece of paper, and it actually created
I'm a dog here.
This is how it's turned out.
It's alright. It's you want to try to make it as much color as you can. So I'm trying to make it a nice brown color for the face. Very shaggy dog.
Fabulous. So if you guys hear me talking and it doesn't make sense to what I've been talking about on here, it's because I'm talking over here. It's kind of fun doing both of these at one time and being here with our friends online. So I know it's a little different than what we usually do with you guys, but it's been a lot of fun. So what we do is if you go to the Art of Family page, each day we post what our activities are going to be for the next day. And I usually do that in the early evening. And I also post the link to our Zoom page. Now that link will be good for every day. So let's say you miss a day and you want to come back the next day, you're still going to use that same link to get on the Zoom room page.
Super simple, super easy.
So Gav, how's summer been going so far?
It's been good. Like honestly, I think the Zoom room and doing these videos have been the most fun this summer. Doing videos for YouTube on Breathtaking Baking, this channel, and also doing the Zoom room to keep me doing something, instead of just sitting here playing video games all day.
Exactly. And I've also, because right now we're a small group, we've had between 10 and 15 kids, I'm giving them an opportunity to tell us what kind of activities they want to do, because I don't want kids being on here being bored and not wanting to participate and not wanting to talk. So far, you guys been doing good? You guys have been... What have your favorite activities been so far? Art projects? Cool. Lego challenge is cool.
And if you want to find these, make sure you follow. Make sure
The
you
morning
find
warm-ups
our
have
Art of
been
Family
great for me.
pages to go find these Zoom room. And these will probably be going on for almost all summer. So if you find our Art of Family pages, you will be able to join us and have a bunch of fun doing all these fun projects. And we
That's
always
awesome,
love
Lincoln.
to mix it up and do all kinds of different things. So come join us.
Alright, so I have finished Yoda's face, and now I'm working on dotting his outfit. Yoda's looking pretty awesome, guys, I gotta say. I'll give you a little sneak preview. Right? So, again, there's Yoda working on him. Again, it's just another way to do a project that's going to make it more interesting. Like maybe you're just bored with drawing or bored with painting. You know, adding a new creative element to what you're doing can be so much fun. So yeah, sometimes just printing off a page or a beautiful piece of scenery off the computer and then doing different things with it. You know, you don't always have to just color. You can dot paint, or you can put a little, use a glue stick and use sand. I think next week we'll probably do a sand art project.
Coming soon.
Yeah, so
Near you.
good. So yeah, if you don't have sand, maybe let your parents know ahead of time that we're going to do that next week. And
Particularly colored sand.
And as always, I will have. If you don't have the materials you need, I will provide another way to do that same project. Okay.
And that's why most of these are so easy. If you
Improvise
don't
it.
have
Yeah.
them,
So if you don't have
you can just
sand, maybe you use glitter.
Use glitter. Like you said, you just improvise another way you can do these projects, and you can use household items that you should have on hand. If you don't have them, improvise.
Gav, I think it's so important that, especially now that everybody's been in their homes for so long, that we just have a wide variety of things to do.
Oh, definitely.
Because when you get bored, you can get lazy, get out of shape, and stop being creative. And being creative to me is like one of the most important things you can be. You got to be able to use your brain. That's right. I love that. You just said brain power rocks. If nothing else, you got your brain, you got your thoughts, and you got your choices. That's right. I'm so fortunate right now to be working with a group of kids who, like, everybody has a great attitude every day, and everybody comes here to work and have fun, and nobody gives anybody else a hard time or is disrespectful. I love that.
And that's what you can expect when you come to Art of Family Zoom Room. And the cool thing is about it, parents don't have to watch, and they can just stay on most of the day, take occasional breaks, and they can choose which ones they go to. So you don't have to worry about anything going wrong. You don't have to supervise them on the computer. So that's the awesome thing about the Art of Family Zoom Room.
Alright, so I'm winding down to my first project, and I'll probably get back to my rocks so that you guys can see 2 completed projects before we get off of here today. And Gavin is definitely going to work on his dog. How's everybody doing there? Good. Oh my goodness, they look so good. Christian, let me see yours. Okay, see. Lakin, that looks so good. That's okay. He was giving you some praise. There you go. Alright. So guys, I am finishing up on Yoda.
got a rhythm going. I could be a songwriter. I don't know, maybe.
Oh, that's cool. Like, what kind of things are you making for your dolls? Wow, you are keeping yourself so busy. And you're also doing like an online camp too, right?
That's the thing with this quarantine thing. You have to find things to do at home. You don't want to be stuck on one thing all the time, and that's why I'm like a lot of kids are doing camps online and other learning things online,
Yeah.
just so they're not bored at home. And this is one of those things where you could easily get on. You just got to follow us on all social media. If even on here,
do you
we
like
will be
being
trying
busy,
to
or do
link
you wish you had more time
all
to
the
relax?
Zoom room stuff information in here, just so you guys can easily access it.
That is how I am too. Trust me, I love that. Yeah. I'll tell you what though. Since I've been home, I've learned to relax in my backyard. I'm gonna, like, one of the days next week we're gonna do a like a nature scavenger hunt in our backyards, and I'll show you guys the garden and how that's going, because the garden's getting a little crazy. All right, guys. So there is my completed Yoda. Thank you, and I'm going to show that to our people down here. So there, guys. So that is all dots, and again, it's just another fun kind of abstract way to do a simple coloring page with the kids. You know, and it also you don't have to stay in the lines. You don't have to worry about any of that kind of stuff.
So I'm going to show you mine. So I had a dog here, so I made him very colorful, and his tongue's super colorful, and
so now
it's all made of dots, you know? Super fun.
So, and to show you this, so like I did the Yoda on top of another paper so it didn't stain the table, and it actually created a second print on top of that. So I'll have another art project to do. All right, so I'm going to get back to finishing up my rock.
I think my rock's done.
Just a couple of things I wanted to talk about this week. Just make sure we're getting farther and farther, and people are starting to go out now. We actually went out to a baseball tournament this weekend and got to see my older son Griffin play. And I'll be honest with you, it was a little nervous at the same time. You know, it's your first time out, and not a lot of people were wearing masks. So what I want to tell you is basically you do you. If you're out and you're comfortable with your situation and you're not worried about not worried about the coronavirus, do you go to restaurants, go pay money, go support local places. We're still supporting local places, but we're doing a lot of takeout and stores and stuff like that. Yeah. So exactly. So we're just not sticking around.
So here's another
right?
example of the rocks that somebody else did. So it's very colorful, and you can kind of make like circles around it and make really cool designs.
Oh, nice.
So it's just random. Use a lot of colors. Make it colorful. You never know. It's up to you. And just like every other Art of Family project, these are supposed to be done at home, and they're super easy. And that's why I'm like, even if you don't have some of this stuff, we have backups for these projects. So if you don't have it, you have another option. And they're really easy. You don't have to be good at art to do these. So that's the amazing thing about Art of Family.
Like it's hard. Like
easy.
when you go to the store and you have to have that mask on for a really long time. Yeah. Yeah.
So here's the time of the video. It's kind of getting slow, but I want you guys to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you're notified when we post, and just so you can learn how to do these projects and to truly have fun doing them. And most of the time we do have connection questions, not this one particularly, but other ones we have connection questions which you can relate to your family.
Well, I have
and
that
ask
same
them
problem.
to your
Your
family.
glasses steam up.
So, yeah.
My
And
glasses
this
steam
program
up,
started
like I
up
can't see
as
out of them.
something to start in the schools. It was just a bunch of workshops that you could do around in the school, and now it's grown to YouTube and a Zoom room because we're in quarantine, and we're trying to expand not just in the schools, because right now he can't go to the schools and do Art of Family. So we have been making this YouTube channel and doing Art of Family Zoom Room. So I want you guys to follow us. We got our sign over here. So yeah, I want you guys to subscribe to get more notifications and all that.
And just to piggyback on what Gavin's saying here, big shout out to Seabreeze Elementary. You know, even though right now we can't even get into schools and it's so uncertain, they reached out to us this morning and have already asked us to come back in next January. So hopefully we're going to start off 2021 with a big event at Seabreeze Elementary. So thank you guys very much. So I'm going to have Gavin show you the rock I did so you just get an idea of the designs.
So here's his.
Okay.
Definitely some warm colors in there to make it look really like pop. And
so again, now, and I thought of even another way you could do this. If you have clay in your yard, some of us have a lot of clay in our yards, you can mix the clay with a little water and you can actually paint with different colors of clay. So there's lots of ways to do this project. There's lots of ways to be creative with it. Remember, when we're doing this, you know, communicate with your family members. Have these conversations. You know, I was talking about you being you, right? You know, if you feel comfortable, go out. If you don't feel comfortable, just do what you've been doing, right? You've got to feel good about your choices and your decisions. And it becomes very easy to let other people try to make us feel bad about it, or try to, you know, guilt us in, you know, why are you doing that? You know, why do you still feel that way? You know, it's not a big deal. But we act upon our perceptions. And if your perception is that this is still a danger, and I truly believe that it is, that's my perception. So if that is your perception, then you've got to act on your perception. If you perceive that this is not a big deal, then you've got to make choices for you and yours, okay? So be you, be educated, and make a choice that works for you, okay? That's what Art of Family is all about. That's what life is all about, okay? Communicate, have a good time. Loved having you guys here. This has been Art of Family with Don and Gavin. Bye. Say goodbye to Zoom Room. Say goodbye to Zoom Room. Bye.
Art of Family, everybody.
Art of Family out.
See ya.